It was a dark and cold, hearth-warming eve in Equestria. Snow was falling quietly all over the land. Over in Ponyville, things were not looking jolly for a certain group of ponies. Twilight Sparkle was very upset. She had left her friends to be alone for a while. Her friends did not follow her as she requested, but they were very worried about her. They were currently praying to Princess Celestia, thinking she would be the only one to help Twilight. Princess Celestia had been watching over Twilight this whole time. At this moment, her younger sister came in and sat by her side. "Is something troubling you, my sister?" asked Luna. "Twilight Sparkle is going through a really hard time," Celestia explained. "She is in a very tight situation, and on hearth-warming eve of all nights." Princess Luna watched Twilight with Celestia. She could tell how upset she was. This was the most upset she had ever seen her. "She does look very sad," said Luna. "What brought her to this level of depression?" "It's a long story," said Celestia. "I think the best way to share it with you is to take you back away to when this all started." Celestia made a projection for Luna to see. What she showed went to back a few weeks ago. The School of Friendship was decorating for hearth-warming. "This is such a treat for us to be spending hearth-warming together again," said Sandbar. "You said it, Sandbar," said Smolder. "I wouldn't spend the holiday with any other creature than my best friends," said Gallus. "Yona loved the holidays," Yona shouted joyfully as she jumped. "Careful there," warned Ocellus. "Yona's sorry," said Yona after she stopped. "It's all right, Yona," said Silverstream. "We all know how you feel. I'm looking forward to my favorite part of the hearth-warming eve, which is everything." At that moment, Sandbar hung a string of lights and some tools. He walked up to Silverstream. "Ready, Silverstream?" he asked. "Ready, Sandbar!" Silverstream cheered. Sandbar climbed onto Silverstream's shoulders, and she flew upward, allowing Sandbar to hang the lights above the tallest window in the room. At that moment, the main six walked into the room. They were very delighted to see the young six working together as the team to decorate the school. "It seems our students are really getting into the holiday spirit," said Rarity. "And I love it," said Pinkie Pie. "We sure have taught these young'uns well," said Applejack. "I made the right choice of listening to Starlight's advice and running this school my way," said Twilight Sparkle. Suddenly, Starlight Glimmer entered. "Twilight," she said, "there's some pony in my office who needs to speak with you, and he says it's very important." Twilight left to Starlight's office. Her friends followed her. The young six had just finished decorating. "Looks spectacular, guys," said Smolder. "You said it," said Gallus. Suddenly, a low, deep growl was heard. This made Ocellus jump. "What was that?" Ocellus stammered. Silverstream giggled. Little did the others know, the noise was coming from the pink hippogriff's stomach. "Sorry, that's just my tummy. I guess all this work is making me hungry," she said. "Yona, get cookies and milk!" Yona cheered. And she did, and the six friends had a snack. Meanwhile, the main six had just entered standing in Starlight's office. Meanwhile, the main six had just encountered, standing in Starlight's office, Chancellor Naysay. "Well, if it isn't Head Mayor Twilight Sparkle," said Naysay. "Chancellor Naysay? What brings you here?" asked Twilight. "I am here to inform you that your school has been put on probation," said Naysay. "I have received reports that your school has not been following the EEA guidelines. Therefore, I am suing your school." Twilight gasped. "You can't be serious! I thought we were over that!" "The law is the law," said Naysay. "If you want to keep your school open, you must pay off." Twilight turned to Starlight and asked her, "Starlight, how many bits do we have in the savings?" Starlight checked the savings and said, "We have about 200 bits. "I'm afraid that will not cover this lawsuit," Naysay said. "For this case, I am asking for 100,000 bits." 100,000! Every pony shrieked. "You have until sundown on hearth-warming eve, Twilight," Naysay said firmly. "If I don't receive your payment by then, I will be forced to demolish your school and have you and all of your staff arrested." Naysay left, leaving Twilight with the notice he had. Twilight left with her head hanging low. Her friends followed her. "What are we going to do?" asked Twilight desperately. "Where are we going to get 100,000 bits?" "Don't worry, Twilight," asked Jack. "We'll get the money somehow." "Yeah, right," said Twilight. "When yaks fly." At that moment, Yona flew by them after being catapulted.
Ooh, said Pinkie. That could be a sign.
I think that was only a coincidence, Pinkie, said Rainbow Dash.